Good afternoon, everyone. We have guests from Germany, from Zwickau University, Applied Science, and they are visiting us through the project, multi-degree project and master degree programs, and also visiting the Tbilisi, Georgia, and they are our guests, and I am lucky to interview with them. Mr. Professor Kристιαν and Mr. Stefan. I will be asking a couple of questions and then they will be answering me for you. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
It's our pleasure to be here.
Okay, can you a little bit introduce yourself, Mr. Kристιαν?
Yeah, my name is Kристιαν. I'm a professor for accounting and internal audit at the University of Applied Sciences in Zwickau. And this is my fourth visit to Tbilisi. I love to come back. And my second visit to IBSU University. And I'm glad that we are setting up this cooperation in this double degree master program, informatics and management.
Okay, thank you. And Stefan, I think it's your first day and first time in Georgia. What is your first of all impression so far?
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Stefan Nowak. I'm also a worker at the University of the Applied Sciences Zwickau, and I'm doing my PhD at the Chair of Management Accounting of Professor Zirkler in Zwickau in a cooperation with the Kazakh American and Free University, which is also part of our project of the double degree. And yes, I've been the first time to Georgia, to Tbilisi, to the IBSU, and my first impression is really good. I have this scene in my mind where the pilot of our plane just flew around Tbilisi in the evening, and we saw all this light, and it was very impressive to me.
Okay, thank you very much. So it's not your first time being in Georgia, and I think you have been coming and going for other projects too. Can you talk to us a little bit about what do you see education in Georgia in comparison with Germany, and what are some internationalization developments in your head?
Mm-hmm. Georgia is a pretty small country, and all small countries like in Europe, Belgium and the Netherlands and Czechia, the Czech Republic, are very eager to cooperate internationally, even more than larger countries like Germany and France. So Georgia is very active in the international connection to a lot of countries, and I appreciate that, and that IBSU has chosen Zwickau for the cooperation. And I think in a more and more globalizing world, all students, German students as well as Georgians and other nations, need international experience for getting into contact with other cultures, other languages, other educational systems, and other scientific methods, and we can all learn from each other. There's no one who is better, so we are all learning from each other. So because sometimes people think you have to go to Europe to get a better education. No, we Germans can learn a lot from Georgian partners as well.
Okay, Stefan, I have a different question for you. What do you think the internationalization of higher education will take place after the post-COVID-19, the pandemic? How do you see the world of education?
That's a very interesting question. Thank you for that. I think that we will have a much more hybrid lecturing, or I hope so, that we don't go back to the state before, so that we integrate more of our digital expertise that we gained due to the COVID situation, and do a lot more hybrid teaching also internationally, so that we can offer more courses to international students. Digital in a digital learning format. And I'm also thinking that a lot of students want to travel now, because they were now mostly 2 years in quarantine and couldn't travel. So I think that some students really want to get this experience, and looking really forward that the whole international exchange will start again and be very fruitful.
What was the Zwickau experience during this time?
Yes, from my side as a worker, The start was a bit rough, but then things were going on, and the teachers got new experience and they organized themselves. And for me as a worker, I tried to support them as best as I can. And also, as we see now with this double degree project, also some new projects were initiated due to COVID, focusing more on digital learning. And we also tried to support the students from other countries due to COVID as good as we can. And we also got a lot of feedback of students that they were very happy with the support they got from Zwickau and the teachers and our international office also.
Is Mr. Stefan talk about the project, multi-degree project. Could you please elaborate on that a little bit, and what is the process and how, when it's finalized, what is the benefits of it?
Yeah, it started with the cooperation between our Faculty of Informatics and IBSU, for example. And I, on my side, had a cooperation with Kazakhstan, the mentioned Kazakh American Free University, and another partner in the project, a colleague of mine, had cooperation with Armenia and China. And our informatics people had the cooperation with Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. So we all sat together and thought about this project. And what is important in future work environment is interdisciplinary work. So all those disciplines going beyond their own disciplines. That's why we came up with the idea of combining management and informatics into one master degree, because managers have to know informatics knowledge, and informatic people need to get some experience and knowledge about management tools, management methods, and so on and so forth. And with these good partners that we had on hand, we set up this project, put down a proposal for the German Academic Exchange Service, and got some funding for 4 years to set up this master. And we hope that we get a good exchange between all those partner countries and Germany.
Okay, thank you. International Black Sea University and Zwickau has been cooperating for a couple of years back then. What do you see? What is your, first of all, impression about IBSU?
Well, this is my second visit at IBSU, and last time I was impressed by the campus, the lecture halls, and the technology and the library, and this impression was even more stated today when we did the walk around again, and all the talks to relevant people during the last months when the project started online, and today with the rector and the vice rector and other relevant people, was very helpful in getting an idea how to develop and to enhance our project. So I'm very glad to be here.
Okay. So it's your second time to Tbilisi. What is your impression about Georgia and Tbilisi, Georgian culture, Georgian food? Overall, what would you say about it?
It's very special. It's not only the food, it's the drinks. I mean, Quervi wine is something very special. All over the world we have wine, and then there's Quervi wine, and that is very special, and I like it very much. And the food is excellent, so spicy and well spiced, and really good cuisine. And in Tbilisi, the old buildings, the medieval city center is very nice to see and to stroll around, to walk through all those small streets. It's just relaxing to do so in that atmosphere.
Okay. Anything that you would like to add, Stefan?
Well, it's my first time in Tbilisi, and what I really want to see are this, like Christian mentioned, this historical buildings. I'm a big fan of historical monuments. I also really do like, for example, the medieval history part. So I'm really excited to see this. And also, I never tasted Georgian food, so I'm very open-minded and I also never heard about the special Georgian wine, so I'm very excited to taste it. Maybe you can also recommend something to me what I should try,
Sure.
what I should see.
Okay. Anything else you would like to add?
Well, I'm looking forward to our ongoing cooperation and to my next visit to Georgia. And of course, I'm eager to host you and other friends from IBSU University in Zwickau and to welcome your students on our campus.
Well, thank you very much. We'll keep that cooperation forever, I do believe. And that was it, end of the interview with Mr. Kристიან and Stefan from Zwickau University, Germany. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.